I have a $5 million net worth at 33 years old, and if I had to start over from zero, here's exactly what I would do to get rich again. Number one, I would open an investing account immediately with a low fee or no fee brokerage like Wealthsimple in Canada or Vanguard in the US. Now, the reason you want to do this right away is because money you save and invest in your 20s is worth twice as much as money you save and invest in your 30s due to compound interest. The earlier you start, the richer you can get with less of your own money. If I was working at a company that had an employer-sponsored account like an RRSP or a 401k, I would invest there first to get any employer match, but I would only invest if there was a match, and I would only invest up to the match amount. This is because these accounts typically have high fees and limited investing options, so you can usually make more on your own. However, you never want to give up the free money, especially if it's a dollar for dollar match. That is a 100% return on your investment immediately. Anything over and above the employer match, I would probably use a Roth IRA in the US or a TFSA in Canada. If you're making over $70,000 a year, that's where you might want to consider using an RRSP or a traditional IRA. When you use the Roth IRA or the TFSA, all of the growth in those accounts is 100% tax-free. The second thing I would do is buy a property at a low price point in a good neighborhood. Ideally, I'd be buying the ugliest house on the street that also has a basement apartment. You always want to be the ugliest house and not the nicest house, so that all of the other houses pull up the value of your house. Then I would live in the basement apartment, rent out the upper floor so that I could save more money and cover more of my living expenses. Then I would renovate the property while I was living there to force appreciation, aka make the house go up in value. Once the renovations were done, I would sell the home for a profit and pay no tax. In Canada, I would do this by claiming the principal residence exemption, meaning I lived in that property so I don't have to pay tax on the capital gain, or by using a 1031 exchange in the US. I would then use these profits to roll into another property at a higher price point that either had more units or could command more in rent. Number three, I would filter the money that I saved by having my living expenses covered from step 2 into the stock market. And I would buy 3 to 5 ETFs. I would do a US total market ETF, an international ETF, and a bonds ETF. You could also do this more simply by buying something called an asset allocation fund that has all 3 of those investments in one. Those 3 ETFs would make up 80% of my stock market portfolio, and the other 20% I would use for a dividend ETF and a REIT ETF to create more streams of passive income. This is similar to the strategy that I used to become a millionaire at 30 years old. By doing this, you'll start to make money while you sleep because the markets will do all the heavy lifting for you. If you want to learn how to build your first 6-figure bank account, take my all new free challenge, 30 days to 100K. It's 3 days of videos, 30 days of actionable tips to help you save more, make more, and start investing. Grab your spot on our website right now.